I'd like to lead off this show by telling you that Devour offers premium frozen meals and sandwiches in a variety of craveable flavors that most freezer owls have only dreamed of. From ooey gooey cheese to tender Angus beef, spicy sausage, and crispy bacon, Devour has a meal to satisfy every craving. Devour is the first to put mouth-watering flavor and convenience in the same box. Try meals like buffalo chicken, mac and cheese, crispy breaded chicken and pasta shells swimming in a creamy buffalo cheddar sauce with the perfect amount of heat and kick. All topped off with crumbled blue cheese. Now, I would opt out of the crumbled blue cheese, personally.
As you've said before.
But with this type of thing, you have options. You can scrape it off. See you later. Don't need it. You know what I mean?
I don't like blue cheese dressing, but a good blue cheese crumble, sign me up.
No, I'm out on all of it. I'm out on any of it. If the cheese resembles the French or the blue, I'm out. I'm out. It's BLEU, too. It's not BLUE. People forget. Actually, I think I'm wrong. It's BLUE. Our new Devour grilled cheese sandwiches loaded with tender meats and gooey cheeses and bold flavors like Philly cheesesteak, buffalo chicken, sweet and smoky pork, and turkey bacon and ranch. A hot sandwich on 2 slabs of golden crisp bread that can go from freezer to your mouth in just a few minutes.
Oh, it's so nice.
It does sound incredible, doesn't
incredible.
it? So put down that boring-ass frozen pot pie and try Devour today. Devour the taste of your dreams. Here we are. Living in our dreams, tasting our dreams. It is April 17th, 2018. It's a little Tuesday. We had a hell of a weekend. We're doing this show live.
Tax day.
15th? 17th?
15th.
15th, but like today's the day that you have to pay them by. I don't know why I know that, but yeah, because I know.
Why do you know?
Because I owe.
You know because you owe. Mm-hmm. You're about to go like a hoe and pay the pimps that you know.
Yeah, this fucking state. This goddamn state.
And the government.
No, government's paying me. This fucking state's taking my money, though.
Indiana needs it.
Yeah, fuck this place. If I didn't already hate this place enough.
Well, I think it's because they don't sell alcohol on Sundays until recently, so they need all the money they can get, so they're trying to take yours, Diggs. They want
I'm going to get their money back. My Uber driver told me the other day that if I file the right paperwork, they'll pay for the tire that I had to buy because they're dumb fucking potholes.
No, because on the local news, I caught it the other night. There's been like 100 claims or something against the city about potholes.
I'm surprised there's not more.
They've only paid 2 of them, though.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time. What are they going to get to me? I'm going to get mine.
I'm going to get got.
Those 2 tires are probably so cheap. That's like the cheapest
Yeah, they
tires.
picked the cheapest too. Just to say, that's Viva Lazito. By the way, at Tactical Exec Nick Marotta. We're sitting in the middle of Ty, Diggs, Nick's, and Vib's living room here. Foxy's joining us on the couch. A lot of things happening in the world today. There's a lot of hockey going on. Nick, we're in the middle of hockey playoffs. Hockey is a thing.
It is a thing. Snipe Sully's a thing.
Healthy scratches is a thing, too, and it's a healthy length. We made an appearance on it, yesterday's episode. It was 12 minutes in. I didn't get a single tweet from anybody about our appearance. I thought I had an electric entrance in there. Thought it was going to happen.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Well, I talked shit to like 2 very passionate fan bases, and not a single tweet or comment came from it. So I'm like, ain't nobody
Maybe you were
watching.
just right, and they just had to accept it.
There's always that, too.
That could be it. I need to have more faith in me being right, you know? I obviously just assume I'm wrong all the time. Bobby Lashley is just an absolute barbarian of a human. How can he be born from the same type of thing we were born from and look like that, and we look like this?
We've discussed this before on this podcast. Not all men are created equal, Pot.
Nope, that's all bullshit.
Yeah,
Kevin
you know
Owens?
what, though? You have eyebrows. This man has to wear a headband everywhere he goes.
Yeah, but I think I would take that. We're watching Monday Night Raw here in the living room. There's a bong present. It's a pretty good one. Ty Schmidt has the AIDS, still alive. And Bobby Lashley's on the TV, just muscles on top of muscles right now. Is he going to hold this guy up?
One-handed?
One-handed.
Thumbs up.
Oh, my God. It's good radio. Really good radio.
He reminds me of the brother of the guy from Never Back Down.
What's that?
The trainer from Never Back Down. Reminds me of be his brother. I don't know why.
What's Never Back Down?
You ever seen the movie Never Back Down?
Yeah, it's like an MMA movie. It's like a MTV classic.
What year was that?
2005? 7?
Is that where they fight in parking lots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch Never Back Down, Foxy?
He's never seen anything.
No, I've seen this movie. I feel like this
Yeah,
is
they
like when
fight
you
parking
guys
lots.
like
It's
would have
awesome.
been right into
Great
fighting or
movie.
something. What was it, like 9 years ago?
There's no way you've seen this.
I've seen it. I know exactly who he's talking about.
It's a great movie.
This is bad. This is really bad. I feel like this is something I should. If Foxy knows it, I feel terrible. I feel I'm embarrassed.
Nick, have you seen it?
No.
Really?
You're not going to lose any sleep over it either, Pat.
Diggs, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Never back down. That was a little Yinzer
I
there.
mean, that's for sure not in it.
We were in Pittsburgh this past weekend. Zito made his first trip. Foxy made his first trip. Vibbs made his first trip. Diggs is going to come, but I am for my entire life I've been the guy that's been hated by significant others. That's just the way it is. I come to town, relationships get on the rocks normally. I say something bad and then I leave town in just a complete disarray, and I've decided that I'm no longer going to do that. I'm 30 now. I don't want to be known as that guy. So I didn't even ask Diggs to come to Pittsburgh because he has a lady.
Real swell move of you.
It was. I see. Ask your lady though. She's probably very thankful that this happened. So now it's like, okay, do you piss off the friend or the girl? I made a vow not to do it anymore though. I think Vibber just knocked something off the table. Maybe it was these two dogs. But we had a great time back there in Pittsburgh.
We did. That was an amazing time. That was a hilarious weekend. I think I said before,
Me
it felt
nor the
like
dogs had nothing
felt
to
like
do
a
with that.
throwback.
What'd you say, Vibs?
I said me nor the dogs had nothing to do with that.
Who was it?
It was Ty.
Ty's having a rough one, this guy. I've never seen somebody look like a bigger pile of dog shit than you look like. Not right now. You look good now, but a couple of days ago, you look like just a pile of shit. I was very scared for you.
Yeah, I had the 72-hour flu.
Yeah, for sure. Like puking, shitting, that whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's sad. Does that mean we're gonna get it?
I don't think so. I mean, I feel fine now. I think it's just a small virus. Just a little virus going around.
I
Vibbs
can't.
didn't look great yesterday or this morning when he got back from Pittsburgh either.
Vibbs hasn't looked great for a couple days now.
Months. Foxy said Vibbs has not looked good for months in the background there. Just taking a shot right at Vibbs' face, right in front of Vibbs.
I
Here,
just
in
want-
Vibbs' living room.
While we were in Pittsburgh on Saturday, we golfed for probably like 10 hours. It was a long day.
16 holes, took us 7 hours, 8 hours. We couldn't even finish because the sun went down. That's how long we're there.
Vibbs wasn't even there. Don Snabitz was present. And I dare say it was the ghost of Don Snabitz because it was the palest thing floating around the course.
My accountant goes, "What's wrong with Vibbs?" I go, "I think he's just on some Snabitz right now." And he goes, "Is he always like this?" I go, "I don't think so." And he goes, "Looks like a dead man walking." And then he started peppering Vibbs with questions. It was a great feeling. How are you, Vibbs?
Yeah, the being on a mountain when things are in full bloom, not the best place for someone with allergies. But Don Snabitz came out and Vibbs took a little break.
Who is Don Snabitz?
Don Snabitz is a former Masters champion. He was supposed to be the caddy, but he just got high and drank in the golf cart.
The legend of Don Snavitz.
Are you go by Donnie Snabitz or just Don?
His real name is Donald. Only his mom calls him that.
Oh,
but
okay. That's
she's
good.
89 and she's smoked her whole life.
Nice. Zito, did you enjoy Pittsburgh?
I probably aged 5 years
Yeah.
of wisdom and grit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Gritsburg, you aged 5 years of wisdom and grit. That makes sense for sure. Gritsburg is a real place, though.
yes, it is.
Gritsburg is real. Welcome to Gritsburg.
Yep, population.
I will say Zito did some work, and I don't think he was hungover at all. I don't think he ever slowed down or stopped. He just powered through.
Yeah.
Nick, we spoke about Ty looking like dog shit with his flu. Mm-hmm. You had
gonna be
Pittsburgh hit you in the face there on Friday night and Saturday night. Sunday morning, I don't think I've ever seen you worse.
Yeah, Pittsburgh face fucked me.
Yep.
On Saturday
You had your
for
face
sure.
down in a diner, a sweet old lady's diner, just face down on the table.
What diner?
Ritter's.
Oh.
Tammy
Tammy was judging you.
Tammy was judging.
She
you.
should have been. She had every right to.
They loved that homemade pie they had. Tammy sold this homemade pie to me so strong. I bought it. It was
not
not good. I think I've had some from different homes because that particular home made not so good ones. Their food was incredible though, but the apple pie not my favorite.
You're forgetting the best part, the pointer, the table pointer.
Oh my God! There's a 90-year-old guy that he's like, there's no reservations. You got to go in there. Everything's taken, and it's just like the diner is about 75 yards long, and it's just 2 rows of tables basically.
Old school diner.
And this old guy wearing an apron. He hasn't cooked in 10 years probably. Got that apron
The
on.
cleanest, whitest apron you've ever seen.
Ever. Not, he looks at you. He just points at you. Doesn't say anything. And it's like you're supposed to know what he means. So I thought
You're supposed to like tell him how many people you have.
Yeah.
when
So I
he
go
points at
4,
you.
5, 4, 4, and he just looks at me and just nods his head and he walks away. And he walks like 50 yards away. And then a table opens up, and he points at me with all 4 fingers, like this motherfucker type point, and then points me to a table, like a fucking air traffic control guy. Like, wham, you're right there. Did it for everybody in there. Didn't see him say one single word to a single person. Did not open his mouth one time. And the place has been open for 50 years. He owns the place. We took into real consideration, like, how many years in do you think he just stopped talking? Do you think like 10 years in, he said, nope, fuck it, not talking to anybody anymore? 25 years? What do you think? 30 years?
I think it was
many
probably
years-
5.
He's 50 years working at the same place every day, 24/7. I doubt he probably wants to run himself off a cliff.
In my experience, after 5 years of working at a place, is about when you're about done.
I was thinking like day 10 in my experience.
For me, it was about 5. I think
It's pretty much standard in the industry.
yeah, of life, just the industry of life. Half a decade. I think I'm about done with this shit.
You just stop giving a fuck at all.
Excusez-moi.
Just start like your managers will ask you to do something. You're just like, nah, I'm good. You gonna fire me? No, I didn't think so.
Pittsburgh Penguins are going to win the Stanley Cup. I've never been more confident in my life of something. Ain't that right, Nick?
You are extremely confident.
Oh, so you're not?
I mean, we went, as long as you and I don't go to any more games, I think we're safe.
I'm not
Mainly
a good
just
luck,
you. I
I'm
think
not
I
a
can
good
go,
luck charm.
but-
Zito also completely defeated whenever the Pens go. Whenever Zito goes to a Pens game, completely defeated.
Oh, don't do that to me.
Yeah.
I want to go back to it.
It's facts only,
I've
Zito.
never seen the Pens win when you were at a game. Have you?
Ah, it's very true.
I've been to 9 games. We've won once and scored down in 2 games. That's a big stat. They scored at least on Friday.
They looked good on Sunday, though, when we weren't present.
We thought about getting a plane and going to that one too. Probably a good idea for the team that we did. Probably a good thought that we did not.
What was the atmosphere like when they went down? Was it bad? Was it classic Pens fans?
It wasn't great. I mean, we had that spoiled lady too behind us that I really hated, but it was the seats that we got were absurd. SeatGeek are the nicest people on earth. They did not pay for an ad in this particular podcast, but they deserve one because I don't know how much they gave away when they gave us those seats. We were on the ice, literally an extension of the Flyers bench, and Zito, Booze, Vibs, and Foxy we're right behind the Flyers bench, like on TV the entire time. SeatGeek hooked it up, and that was an incredible experience. But Pens lost. So, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
I didn't even know they were seats. We walked down the stairway, we walked down the aisleway to go, and they told us where to go, and we're looking, and I'm like, there's not seats there.
It was a bench.
And it was
we were actually
it
on
was
a bench.
Seriously, an extension of the bench. It was incredible.
It was awesome. We were in the game. EA Sports. You know what I mean? Last night on Raw, one of my old teammates, Baron Corbin, during the Superstar Shake-Up, made his way up to Raw, which is awesome. He started in NXT, went to SmackDown, now he's at Raw. We got a chance to chat with him during WrestleMania week. You're going to enjoy it. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's not get crazy. Vib just hit a bong in the background there. This conversation should be good. We are back at Access in New Orleans, WrestleMania weekend. A guy has joined us that I've showered with. He has become a legend in the wrestling business. I'm so proud of him. He's a lone wolf. He's got great hair. I'll tell you that. It's great hair. It's long. It's beautiful. We chatted about this like 9 years ago about getting into wrestling, and here you are back in a WrestleMania. Going to have another WrestleMania moment with the Andre the Giant Royal Rumble. Your previous winner, ladies and gentlemen, Baron Corbin. Let's go.
Hey.
Talking to a microphone.
Yeah,
babe.
I'm talking in. I know how it
Is
works.
this thing on?
Should we share microphones? We can get really close. We have showered together.
We-
Like you said. You know, we've shared some moments. I've driven you home from Howl at the Moon.
All
a
right.
few times
All right. We don't need to
in
dig that
in
deep.
that Escalade. You know, when you were big and fancy.
Yeah, I said that thing almost got repoed because I forgot.
Yeah, you can't just pay the first payment and think that's it. It's done.
I did. I thought that was it.
I know.
Is this
It's
thing
your
not
first
on auto pay?
Yeah, no. Apparently it was not.
So you're a guy who had success in the NFL. You were with the Colts, the Cardinals, I believe.
Yep.
And then WWE. I don't know if they recruited you or you ended up at the
A mix. Like it was. I met a guy who had a connection with the music department, and he put a call in, and they called me like 2 days later, and we're like, "Hey, you want to come to Tampa and do like a week-long tryout?" And I was hooked.
You've been a fan your entire life.
Yes.
We literally talked about it in the locker room.
Yeah, we were like, "Hey, we're about to get locked out. Should we go and should we drive down to OVW and learn how to wrestle?"
Should we think about? I think we should think about.
Yeah,
it.
good backup plan. I think you showed me a match. Weren't you? You were like a hillbilly wearing overalls.
Undefeated.
And
By the
undefeated.
way, I am Are you? Excuse me.
No, but
One of us in this conversation is undefeated in professional wrestling.
One of
Who's
us
next?
One of us is wrestling in front of like 90,000 people Sunday.
Oh, okay. All right. Excuse me. He's doing a lot more than that. It's millions.
Yeah. Well,
and millions from what I've heard.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, all over the world they're going to be watching, but in attendance, man, it's going to be 90,000 probably. That's maybe plus. Who knows?
Crazy.
I mean, and then you're here in Access. Were you here at all when the fans were in here yesterday?
No, I was just moseying around this morning. Check out my IG story. It's
Okay.
electric. But
Yeah.
I've just been moseying around all by myself here. It's been awesome. It's beautiful. I've never been to a WrestleMania, so this is awesome.
Oh, man. And you called yourself a fan, and this is the first one?
Off season is quite a
Oh,
party
yeah, it
time.
is true.
I don't know.
That
I
is
got
true.
things I got
That
to
is true.
take
I've
on.
seen you in party mode. I've seen you in party mode. You like to go swimming, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly
baby.
go swimming.
I got a hole in my eardrum. So, you've been on a hell of a run here with the WWE. It's been so much fun to watch. Has it been everything you thought it was going to be?
Everything and more. Like, for me, the biggest surprise was, walking in the door, I'm going, okay, man, I'll be in TV in a year. This is going to be easy. I'm an athlete. And then you start learning how many different things go into what the superstars have to do, from the media alone, like the media and, promos, and then the wrestling and the lifting and the diets. Like, it's crazy
No
being on the
off-season.
road. No off season. 4 days a week, every single week, unless we're out of the country. We'd make 14, 15, 16-day runs in Europe. We're going to Saudi Arabia for a day. Like, it's crazy. People don't realize that you're spending, 25 hours on a plane and
You're a
3
big
days.
dude.
Yeah,
I had to
take
fly
up a
coach.
little room. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I flew
You
coach.
had to fly coach.
I know, Baron. I almost bought a
I
plane
thought I was going to
immediately.
say. I figured you'd have bought your own plane.
As soon as I saw the ticket got printed out of the thing. Like,
said,
when
"Oh,
you
no."
check in, I saw it. It was like 30.
A lot of people check in
Middle seat, too.
before they get to the airport.
Yeah, it was
though.
30E.
Yeah,
It
middle
was
seat.
30E. And I was like, this ain't me. I think this is me. This
You've
is not
lost
good
all
for
your
the
muscles
brand.
since your playing days.
The muscles. Are you kidding me?
All
Look
the
at
muscles
those
are gone.
arms.
You're in your retirement mode.
No,
You're
you-
little. You fit nice in a middle seat.
So an O lineman from the team, Donald Thomas, he came after you. He played for the Patriots. He was on the same flight as me.
Okay.
And while I'm doing the peasant walk to the back, he's
Okay.
in first class. He gave me this question about his retirement been tough, bud. Like, it's okay, save your money. He gave me like a full save your money speech.
You need like a fourth job now,
yeah,
right?
and I'm just sweating in the
Yeah.
back in between this sweet old lady. What do you Royal Rumble is exciting.
Battle Royal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what's
Andre.
called.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, we're gonna be out there early, so it's a chance to really get the crowd rocking, and it's their first experience of Mania, of the show. So,
Crowd's always wild
Yeah.
for the intro.
Robbie
Yeah.
Fox, big time wrestling fan for Barstool Sports. You have
Okay.
any questions for the
Yep.
Lone Wolf?
I mean, what's changed, do you think, for you since you won the first Andre the Giant Battle Royal? Not the first,
I
but
think a
your
lot
first.
of things have changed. Like I think I've just grown as a performer. The little things are starting to really click, and when I'm walking out there, I'm more comfortable and just being myself. And the Lone Wolf and myself are tied together. So it's definitely an extension of who I am and myself. I mean, he knows I have a little bit of an attitude problem sometimes, so I'm just letting it out out there in
He's a
front of all the
perfect
fans.
heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect deal.
So when you just carry that attitude, I think for me it's more comfortable just letting it all out there.
Yeah, and then the entrance music, you've changed
so
up a few
awesome, right?
times. Yeah, it's very good now.
Yeah.
Are you done?
He's a
changing
big
up
music
the
guy.
entrance
I'm done.
music?
I'm done.
You're
My
a big
buddy
music
Tommy
guy,
Vex,
though.
Did the vocals for the track, and I think it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
I
dope.
think-
The whole setup
Yeah.
too. The
Yeah, it's
lights, all
rad.
that. Yeah.
And that, so if I'm not ready, it instantly clicks me into that go mode.
Yeah, for sure.
New Day's yelling over here, Baron.
They're out of control.
Do you know them? Have you
Yeah, I
ever met them?
do. I do. We can go hit them with microphones if we want. I mean,
Hey, Kevin McAllister's here wearing ears.
yeah.
Did you see him?
Is he? He's here right now.
Yeah, he's over there wearing the ears.
Okay, that's he. I think that's just his daily outfit. I saw him at SummerSlam and he had it on, and I was like, all right, man, cool.
Hey, man, thanks for the Christmases
yeah.
we spent together.
House retirement.
Yeah,
Is
for
it-
me or for him?
Both.
I think
Well, he's on comeback season.
Is he?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
making
yeah.
a comeback.
my
Comeback season.
retirement's great. I sit
I know.
coach, middle seats now.
Yep.
It's a wild
You're
world.
saving your money. It's very smart of you.
Baron.
Except for the casino last night, right?
Won
You made
money,
some
cuz. Let's
You
go.
We'll
I
go
almost just
tonight.
tripped.
We'll go to the casino tonight.
What's your game?
Blackjack. Or craps if I really want to get crazy.
Okay.
But last time we played craps,
Yeah.
we lost $14,000 total.
Listen, this is what you need to do.
Not a good night.
That's what you need to do. There's a YouTube video. It's like a 6-minute video. They'll teach you how to set the dice and throw the dice. Being serious when I say that. I had a
Okay.
craps table in my house, and I watched the video, and I would practice in my living room for a while. It was my second house.
So do you like? But last night you won roulette, right?
Yeah.
Is roulette a kicker's game? Because Jay Feely would always tell me he'd play roulette. He had a system. You hate Jay? Why? Why would you hate Jay Feely?
He's the worst.
He's
Have you ever
really
talked
good.
to him?
Yeah, he
He's
taught
the
me a lot of
worst.
lessons in roulette to win money.
There's no lessons in roulette. You put the money on black, and you just sit there and pray to your lone wolf god, Baron. You hear me? All right,
It
gotta
worked for
go.
you. One and done last night.
I appreciate you so much, man.
I appreciate you.
So happy to see your
I
success.
know. We're gonna hang out and have fun.
You got it. I'm all in on that.
It's funny that we talked about this so long ago.
And
Now
then
we're still in
now-
the same room.
When I watch like you come out your first couple of times, I was watching the NXT. What is that? Something Ground.
Breaking ground.
Breaking ground. Yeah.
I saw your ass on Breaking Ground. I was like, this is.
Does that go in the swear jar?
No, ass is good.
Where's the swear jar?
It's in a cloud. It's $10,600 because I dropped on a podcast a couple. We're in a bad spot. Just know that Jason's. just so
That's why you're riding middle class back. middle seat and coach.
Are you allowed to say ass? I'm allowed to say ass.
I don't know. I'm not going to say it just because, I get reprimanded.
What do you do? You yell at people.
I do. I tell them how horrible they are.
Which is entertaining, by the way.
Right? I had a 90-year-old toothless lady threaten to stab me one time.
What'd you tell her?
I told her to go to the dentist to get some teeth first.
That's real heat, baby. That's real heat.
Big thank you to Baron. Thank you so much, dude.
Sweet.
You're the man.
Baron was electric.
Good Snavitz.
I enjoy that convo with Baron. Though. It was a good one.
Yeah. You can tell you guys had a history.
Hey, Zio, shut the fuck up. I'm already sick of it. Oh, man. That one was from the soul right there. That one was deep in the meat. It felt pretty good. The NBA playoffs are happening. Does anybody know anything that's going on in there?
The Heat beat the Sixers tonight.
You do know, Foxy?
Dwayne went off tonight. I think he had like 21 in the first half. The Heat beat the Sixers after the Sixers annihilated the Heat in the first game, so it's a big surprise here.
Isn't Dwayne Wade damn near dead? Isn't Dwayne Wade, he's old now, right?
Yeah, he's old. He was actually on the Cavs earlier this year, too. That's why it's very funny.
He was.
So he's going off.
Also the under hit.
And the Cavs are doing awful.
Also the under hit.
Diggs is doing math equations in the first half. Dwayne Wade got in there and got hot, started hitting fadeaways, and all I heard Diggs was like, no. None of that 2002 bullshit from you, Dwayne Wade. How long's he been playing? 30 years.
If he,
06 or 03.
it's been like 13 years.
That run in Miami was an incredible one back in the day.
Yeah.
Then where'd he go? He left and went to Chicago,
Yep.
and then Chicago to Cleveland,
Yep.
and then Cleveland to Chicago.
No, Cleveland.
Did they trade him or cut him?
It was a trade.
The Cavs are in a bad spot, right? Pacers are just do-si-doing all over them. They beat them 4 out of 5 times this year, I think, now.
Only one matters.
What's that?
Only the playoff game matters.
Cavs are awful, though.
They don't seem like a good basketball. They don't seem like they're good at basketball.
They have LeBron and Kevin LeBron, Kevin Love, and then can anyone name another player on their team?
Yeah, I can. Give me a...
Larry Nance Jr.
That's what I was going to say.
J.R. Sweezy.
Oh, yeah, they got Smith, Pipe. J.R. Smith, Pipe.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson. Who's
We know
who's
their
the lefty
coach.
from Duke that they had?
Jose Calderon.
Yeah, who's the lefty from
We
Duke
know
that
all
they
of
have?
them, Foxy.
Rodney.
Do you know a Pacer?
Yeah, Ronnie Hood.
Who?
We got Victor
Tristan
Oladipo,
Thompson.
and we have
Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Bogdanovich, and then the other guy from the Thunder, Sabano or something like
Sabonis.
that. Sabonis. Yeah, he's actually very good. And, of course, Lance Stevenson.
I hate that guy more than anything in this fucking world.
You don't like Lance?
I hate him.
Why?
I fucking hate him because he sucks.
Oh, wow.
If he was good
sucks.
and like an agitator, fine.
He's shutting down Braun, and he sucks, he says.
He ain't shutting down.
Zito, you like Lance Stevenson?
Oh, we went to a game one time and he never sat down the whole game. He
Even
just
on the-
stretched. And
On the bench, he chose not to sit
he
down.
chose not to sit. That's
He's the Kim Kardashian of NBA players. He's getting way too much attention for no goddamn reason.
I mean, the Kardashian family is worth like $200 million. That's
I
a
do-
reason to get attention, I think.
Only from an outsider's perspective, I do think he needs to do something awesome again, like when he was blowing on LeBron. He needs to do
did.
something outlandish
He
again.
yammed one right down in the headbutted the thingy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He also, I think he slapped LeBron James in the face too. Like I think he gave him like a little slap in the face.
Twice.
Well, I like that.
Yeah, so he's
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm coming around.
real heel move. Patrick Reed, that guy. He's wearing that green jacket, fucking everywhere. Which isn't a bad move because if I'm not getting access to anything in my life, and then I win a jacket, and I just have to wear it, and I get in everywhere, first front row. Like if we got them SeatGeek seats for every sporting event, because I just put on that fucking jacket, I think I would do it too. It's gonna be hard not to do that, I guess.
I understand how he feels. When I quit football in college, everyone else who quit too, we joined a team and we made an intramural flag football team. And when we won, I didn't take off that intramural shirt for like weeks.
It's an intramural champs.
Yeah.
You had to earn that shirt. You
So it's
couldn't just
basically
make
the
it.
same thing as winning the Masters. Do you get it?
I get it. Because you're projecting that you are the champions.
Yeah.
You guys are saying we are the champions. Just with your what you're wearing.
You don't have to speak. The shirt does it for you.
The jacket does as well.
You get it.
So you like the move that Patrick Reed's doing.
Yeah.
You like Patrick Reed.
How long do Larman, your buddy Chris Larman, wore around that basketball champion jacket for 10 years.
I think it was only because that would fit him good. I think it was just a good fitting jacket, which maybe that's what the green jacket is. Maybe that's what the Masters
It's
jacket
tailored very nice.
Maybe it's tailored to him. It's a heel move, though. People hate him, right?
He's a heel.
He's a heel. Oh, you're saying it's the Native American, not the Indian. Nope, not the
Arrow.
The bow and arrow, yeah. Exactly. Got it. That's a wild situation, isn't it? Golf is in a bad spot. I don't know if golf is ever going to recover. I don't know if golf's ever going to recover. What if Tiger doesn't win ever again, which seems like it's not going to happen?
I don't know. What is he, 42 now? Like, there's people that competed in this Masters at like 55. Who
You
were
think
like,
Tiger will continue to play as he continues to lose? No.
He needs to compete at the majors. Like I don't give a shit about him being close in a tournament and like nowhere in June.
Can he do that at the majors though without playing in those tournaments?
No. Ty's saying like he'll win some of those tournaments this year, but he doesn't give a fuck.
No, right? Like
You think
No,
he's
and
gonna
I
win some
agree.
of those?
I bet he'll win a couple.
Yeah, I guarantee he wins a few tournaments this year.
But like, if he didn't play those tournaments, could he compete
No.
in the
Yeah,
majors? You know what I mean?
Definitely not. Definitely not. Even though he's got like 3 courses on his home property, but there's no way.
Ain't nothing like teeing it up when the fans are around.
No, yeah.
I'm
it's
a big.
sawgrass.
I'm a Tiger guy. Like I don't know. I couldn't get into stats and all that stuff. I just know I was always a fan of that red shirt on Sundays making plays, and like I loved watching golf whenever he was in. I enjoy watching people who are elite do elite things. I like it a lot. But I don't think he's ever coming back. I don't think it's ever happening because I've seen him super confident with a club twirl, liking the shots that he's making, that type of stuff, and lose bad the next day. And it's just like, that's not... Tiger's big thing is he was competitive in a sport that there isn't a lot of competitive people. Everybody's so nice. Everybody's like, congratulations, you got in second place. It's a game, it's a gentleman's game, which I completely understand. But if you get some of those savagely competitive human beings, that ain't, they're not settling for making the cut and being happy. Like, you're gonna have people that are like, you know what I mean? And that was Tiger's big difference, was his mental edge. And he had the mental edge. And he has it back, he's feeling good. And then he just shits all over himself. And it's just like, I'm not doing it again. I'm not falling for it again.
I think he just needs the ladies back. All his ladies.
I don't know what he's going to do. He can't ever do that again, right? After the apology tour he went on where he thanked Buddha.
But he needs that, though.
I mean, he's single. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
If he did it again, he'd have to go all in on it.
Like,
You know, there's no holding back. He'd just have to go full all out. Like, public image, he's out with chicks.
I like that move
You're
a
saying
lot.
he's going to have to be like...
Tabloids, all of it. TMZ.
What's Leo in that one movie? Like Leo, basically. You're just going to have to say Tiger's got to be like Leo.
I ain't leaving.
No, I'm talking like just in general. Leo,
Yes.
he's like photographed with another
Oh,
woman
yeah, yeah.
every
Yep.
month, basically. Leonardo. But I think anything...
I mean, Jeter
Tiger-
did it and still had a pristine fucking
See,
reputation.
He's told Joe Buck, right to Joe Buck's face, that was all a lie. And it looked as if he was telling the truth.
Well, yeah, he said the baskets were a lie. But him
let's
dating
say
all
he-
those fucking smoke shows was not a lie.
So he would be a cool person, you'd assume, right?
Who?
If he was to do all that stuff, would be cool with partying and stuff like that. That's what you're saying?
Tiger or Jeter?
Jeter.
Yeah. Are you asking me if he's a cool person?
No, like if that story is true that you're telling, that all these girls would come and then he was like so cool, nobody would say a single bad word about him, right? Because professional athlete, if let's say he does have sex with hundreds of women, like they're saying Jeter did that were high profile, and nobody ever says a single bad thing about you, like that's a pretty wild situation, right?
Yeah.
You think I'd be a pretty cool guy,
Yeah.
but he hates the Marlins, man. So it's like, I don't know. If,
I'm kind of on
I
his
don't
side.
think.
I know this is against popular opinion, but I'm kind of on his side there.
Yeah, but like Marlins man is just like his own little mascot. Like he wants to pay to be it. If you're running a business, just take his money.
Hey, these things happen. Fireman Ed and the Jets. You don't see eye to eye. It's time to move on.
Fireman Ed, what a fucking.
I can't
character.
believe like that was the most surprising thing that's ever happened to me. Happened in my life. I think Fireman Ed just getting the axe.
From the Jets.
That was a little pun there.
I see that because the axe.
Yeah.
Look at you. That's a good one. But that is true though, isn't it? Because it is a fireman representing New York. It's like, yeah, we don't want it. Get them out of here. If they buy their season tickets, how can you stop them?
What was the story, Nick?
Fireman Ed actually, he quit on the team. He did. He said, I'm not going to games anymore.
I should have known Diggs was just lying to set up that axe joke. I should have known.
I wasn't lying. Nick said he was gone, and I just thought he assumed he just got kicked out.
No, but I'm just saying, like, these things happen. There are disagreements between the organizations and these high-profile fans.
Super fans.
Remember the guy from Minnesota? What was it Ragnar? He held
was
out.
the best.
I don't think Marlins man though is that big of a fan, right? Because he would go to like everybody's games.
Yeah, during the World Series he did.
He's
And
just a
now
guy.
he's just like
That save that old buddy just made there was incredible.
Freddie Anderson with the paddle save.
And then did you see that fucking Marshawn slash right there?
that fucking rat.
I seen him up close and personal. Nick hated on him pretty hard. Marshawn, right? Marchand?
Brad Marchand?
Yeah.
Where'd you see
No, Giroux.
Giroux.
You hated the Giroux guy. He hated him.
Most people in Pittsburgh do.
I ain't never seen. He had a middle finger picture to Giroux. You know one of them? Like where you take a picture of your finger and did the thing?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Nick, we don't like this guy. And then he sat in front of a kid, Giroux. He didn't know it, but he was just clear where the seats were. They were too nice. You know what I mean? When you get down there on the bench, sometimes you can't look forward past the bench. It's like the Seinfeld episode when they're sitting at the diner table. Jerry died or something, they said. Isn't that what happened? Newman died.
Newman died.
Jerry's here. That whole thing?
Yeah.
That's what it was like when we were on the bench there, trying to look down the bench. Hey, boys, what we got going on every once in a while. But Giroux, you don't like him. And who's the other guy? Marchand? He plays for the Bruins.
Yeah, he's a really good player, but he's kind of a scumbag, and he's like a super pest, man. He'll do anything and everything to get under your skin. He was licking a guy the other night, Leo Komarov. He was licking his neck.
Oh,
I respect that.
probably pretty sweaty too. You know what I mean? Hockey's a lot of sweating, isn't it?
Smelt's a pretty good taste, though.
It's salty.
You don't like salt?
It's kind of got a Pedialyte taste.
You telling me you, Zito, don't like salt?
I'm a sweet guy. You know that.
It is probably pretty salty, isn't it?
What?
What is this salty discharge coming out of my body?
I mean, I haven't sweat in a long time.
couldn't
But I remember back in the day, like
when you would get it in your mouth.
yeah, it tastes. It's
very
like not bad,
salty.
not a lot of it, but like a little bit, like the smell of gas. So that little bit's nice, and lots
think it's
probably
just
gonna kill you.
When was the last
You
time
find that
I
nice medium
tasted-
range, though, with that gas, and you have yourself a real good time, apparently.
People really get addicted to doing that. I've seen some pictures of people doing that. People on the news, they like get paint on their face. They're like, no, innocent.
My mom was real worried about me doing that as a kid.
At the Jeff Vibbert, also known as a paint huffer, all of his
Her
life.
biggest fear, I think, was me having paint. I never did, but
Isn't that funny how huffing paint and then it just went straight into like doing like bathroom salt or what do you call it? Bath salts, yeah.
Bathroom salt. Is that not a lyric in one of them rap songs right now? Bath salts.
Oh, yeah, Pharrell drops it in that Lemon song.
Why? How's it fit in there?
Bath
It's hot in the
salts
streets.
biting speakers in the face, I think he says.
Oh,
Oh, because when you smoke it, you bite. Got it.
you eat people's faces.
Oh, I like it. There's cleverness in there. Yeah. Bath salt.
It's got good shoes.
Pharrell's got, I think he just does it. You know? Like, I think whatever Pharrell does, we can just assume that if it isn't good right now, should be the good. That's what he does.
They're comfortable.
The Who's.
The Pharrells,
The Who's.
they're luxurious.
They're Who's.
You know what else is comfortable and luxurious?
Oh, wow.
Burrow couches.
Oh!
Burrow has reinvented the luxury couch
Oh,
from
Frankie
style to
Moraldo.
shipping, functionality to adaptability. Burrow's put the time and thought into furniture buying so you don't have to.
Oh, how about that? Did you hear that? What Nick just did was drop a fucking ad read.
What's the best part about coming home with a new pair of shoes?
Probably the comfort and the luxuriousness of it.
That feeling you get when you take them right out of the box?
Oh, yeah. That is the one.
Think about it.
New shoe smell.
All the modern luxury stuff comes in boxes now. Mattresses, clothes, eyeglasses, shoes. Now luxury couches come in boxes too. No more heavy lifting or
Unbelievable.
dinging your walls while moving in. Burrow brings style and comfort to a whole new level and ships to your front door fast and free. The
made
couch
Vito build it for
experience
us.
has truly been reinvented.
Yeah, we did this, and it's the only reason why I think Nick is choosing to read this is because he takes a nap on it at least once a day. You really do.
It's a damn good couch.
He's on there all the time. I think he's dead sometimes.
It's affordable, but it's the same quality you'd expect from higher end couch retailers.
Yeah, I knew it because I was wondering about high end couch retailers,
Yeah.
and I was like, so expensive.
Very.
I want that kind of couch, but not that kind of price.
Zito, how easy was the setup?
Oh, it was under maybe 20 minutes
What?
to build a whole couch.
I don't know if that's the right answer. Is it?
It literally took me 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I don't know what their answer. I don't know what they're promoting. You know.
Setup is super easy. So
Setup was super easy.
I don't know. I think 20 is pretty good. Like,
Is it? I
built-
don't know.
I built something from some Swedish company the other day. It took me like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, some assembly required normally means your day is done.
Yeah, well, you know what the best part about this is? Shipping is fast and free. Also, Burrow's adaptable, so if your space changes, their modular design allows it to move and grow with you.
You
So
just
when
add
you get
sections on.
larger, when Zito gets larger, you can mold the couch to fit.
5K for 5. I think it means your personality.
That's what I thought. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, stain-resistant fabric that can take on your pet's claws, plus the built-in USB charger.
Yep.
That's a big deal.
It is.
We're in a society that needs power
And there ain't enough outlets anywhere.
anywhere. I'm in this hotel. It's attached to a lamp, but my charger doesn't fit when the lamp is sitting on its thing because I have the big iPad charger. I don't have the little one because I want the super fast charger.
Yeah.
So I have the big one. I can't get my thing in the thing, so I had to lay the lamp on its side and plug it in I had to plug it in while it's upside down.
Here's the best
Wild
part.
situation.
That's not going to happen to you. Enjoy 30 days on your burrow, risk-free.
Wow. Risk-free?
So you can send it back.
Send it back if you don't like it.
Is that what we've decided? Well,
You
can
got
send
30 days.
If VetCouch comes, let's say you. All right. Now listen. The company isn't going to join me saying this, but let's just say this. Let's say you got an event coming up. Okay? And you want the best couches around. You go 15 days before said event, so you get enough time to get it delivered. I don't know how long it gets delivered.
Fast and free.
You're going to enjoy the couch, so you're going to keep it, but let's just act like you potentially could not. You just got free couches for an
30
event.
days.
For an event, which is a luxurious couch and comfortable couch.
And I can tell you that because I take a nap on it every day.
Every day he does. Every day he does. I might get one of these.
You should. And then go customize your own burrow and get $75 off your order.
Wow.
Go to burrow.com/McAfee. That's BURROW.com/McAfee. That's MCAFEE.
When you burrow something, that's when you like dig in.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Makes sense.
That's
Dig
what-
into this
that's what Nick
couch
does.
for $75 off your purchase. Use promo code McAfee.
You do like just disappear in there.
I like to burrow my body in that thing.
Oh, you do like that couch.
It's great.
Risk free, they say. It's wild. It's very wild. Charles Barkley's my new favorite human. I've decided.
He's not a role model, so he claims.
No, he's
Man,
not a-
I don't even think I really fully know the depth of how much I think Charles Barkley's probably my favorite human. Because last night I just got 1 hour of listening to him, and I was so impressed with the brain of his. So everything was hilarious. Not a single thing was. There wasn't one thing that wasn't funny. It was everything was just hilariously dumb or outrageous or completely accurate. That it was insane.
It's pretty much like our show.
No, I don't think so. They're talking about live sports. Just they have to win every award. They're so much
They do.
better than every other
They
show.
do. Ernie wins a lot of them. They are the whole thing.
That was incredible. Shaq's in there with a great little goatee.
Because Ernie's so good. Like we were watching earlier before these games come on, at just like letting them go and letting them do their thing and knowing when to just fucking sit back and chill.
He almost started talking a couple times in the hour I was watching, and then he saw Charles like move his body in a way where it looked like he was going to talk, and then he just sat right back. And was like, I'm not going to interrupt whatever's coming out here. They've been doing that show for 20 years, they said? 12 years, maybe?
Maybe Shaq's only been on it for like a few, but Charles has been on it for a while. It used to be with Chris Webber, right? I think so. Yeah.
I don't know how I haven't seen it. I honestly don't have a clue how I haven't seen that more. Probably because as soon as the game's over, I'm probably passing out. That's probably the move. And I don't schedule to watch pre-shows, so I just watch the actual game. San Jose scoring goals all over the Anaheim Ducks, 3-1 right now in
In the
second.
Shark Tank. Oh, I'm Gibson. That's our old buddy from Pittsburgh.
What if something just comes? What if there's a big comeback, though, and by the time this show's released, Anaheim just does incredibly well?
I think you're okay. Sharks already lead the series 2-0. This is like the hardest one to predict, and the Sharks are just walking away with it here.
Popovich's beard is wild. We got two TVs on in this living room right now, watching San Antonio and Golden State, and then the Sharks and the Ducks. Ducks by far best hockey name.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think Pop ever goes to the beach?
No. That's too much happiness, I think. Don't you think? I don't know if he's one of them guys.
I don't know. I just picture him wearing a great pair of fucking sunglasses.
He's definitely a boat guy.
Like with a nice like top hat. Not a top hat, like a beach hat. Like a straw hat.
Oh, I like those straw hats, by the way.
And he's definitely the guy who puts suntan lotion on his nose and doesn't rub it in. So it's still white.
Yeah, I think you're definitely 100% on with that one. Nah, yeah, probably.
But he also seems like a guy who doesn't want to spend too much money on his sunglasses.
I don't think he would be a guy that would, he probably would want to wear good sunglasses, but he wouldn't want to spend an asinine amount of money on it.
I got a company for him, Pat.
Wow. Look at that.
You heard of Movement?
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard of the watches, but have you heard of the sunglasses?
Huh. Yeah.
You got yourself a pair?
Yup, the
Yeah, you-
Phenoms or the
yeah, you
Prodigies.
do.
Which
Yeah.
ones are they? Anybody remember?
Prodigies. You got the fucking Prodigies, and they're fucking awesome.
They're good glass. I don't think I've ever posted anything while wearing them without getting at least 10 comments from
I know.
Everybody hits up the shades.
I'm actually tired of reading how many compliments you get on these sunglasses.
I have a huge face and a huge head, so finding sunglasses is a very difficult thing to do. These glasses have done it.
Spring, yeah, because
they make
spring
the-
is right around the corner.
They
and
make the nose smaller, look smaller. The eyes look good. Can't see through the eyes either, so I could be on all types of Vibert Snabits all over the place. Double guns from Vibert. They are really, really nice. I enjoy them a lot.
fucking
Diggs.
so nice, and they fit us all with glasses, and they're all fucking perfect.
Mm-hmm.
They're so much better than the cheap $10, $20 ones. You get the 2 for $20 deal at the mall because those fucking fall apart.
Break all the time.
And they're better than the $200 designer ones you get too.
Listen, I'm driving around in Evan's car yesterday. Okay, if you don't have a seatbelt on in his passenger seat, the music gets muted
See, that's a good idea.
and a beeping sound happens. So you are forced to listen to the most annoying sound on it. We're gonna mute every other sound and do this. So I had to put on my seatbelt. Obviously,
It's a communist car.
It is.
It doesn't go over 80 miles per hour either.
What do you mean?
It puts a governor on it if you don't have it on.
Stop it.
Yes, you can't even. It probably like shuts the car down after a certain amount of hours.
It's all my fault, too.
Why?
What kind of car is this?
Okay, I have a Ford Fusion.
Ford.
And so one day I figured I might lock my keys in the car, so I need to know that outdoor code. You know how your
Yeah,
car
1,
has
2,
an
3,
outdoor
4,
code.
5, 6.
So I went through some settings. There's this thing called My Key on your Ford. I activate My Key. Well, it turns out that's basically a parental lock, and you cannot
fucking
undo that
nerd.
without the other set of keys. Well, I live in Indiana now. Those keys are in Michigan, nowhere to be found. So for the last 4 months, I can't go over 80 miles an hour. And yeah, the seatbelt thing's a problem.
That's fucking horrible.
So, with that being said, Evan Foxy's in a bad spot, which led to me being in a bad spot because I had to put a seatbelt on with the quickness because I was about to lose my mind from his
Yeah, yeah.
ISIS car. I have my movement shades in the front pocket
Yeah.
of my right pants. I put the thing on, boom. I'm like, fuck, those definitely broke because I only used to buy the cheap ass
Correct.
sunglasses. I pull them out. We're good, baby.
Wow.
Best sunglasses I've ever owned.
Fucking
Not
durable.
even moved. So his car tried to break these sunglasses. They tried to make it happen. And they just came out on the other side flawless. That's why it's such a good, it's really the best sunglasses I've ever owned.
Unbelievable, durable, fashionable, responsible, reasonable. You know,
Any more?
plorable. These are high quality premium acetate frames. No cheap plastic here. You gotta see these. They have lots of styles to choose from. Classic, trendy, round, aviator, mirrored, polarized. For him and for her, you're sure to find the perfect pair. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/McAfee. That's mvmt.com/McAfee. Get 15% off today. Join the movement.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go around the room and just kind of chit-chat about our final thoughts today. That's Vib's final thought right there, coughing in the background. Allergies are a real bitch for Jeff Vibber right now. Got some real snabits in his mind. Nick Murado, final thoughts.
Final thought is this memory I have of you in Pittsburgh over the weekend. Evan and I were sitting in the car at the gas station. You wanted a little snack, so you went inside and bought yourself a Butterfinger, which was an interesting choice. And you came out, and this car pulled up. And it was like it was a cool muscle car, maybe like an old Dodge Charger almost. And you looked at us, and you said, "Nice throwback muscle car that guy's got there. That guy definitely fucks kids." So then you walked over to him with the Butterfinger hanging out of your mouth
I wanted to check it out.
and say, "Hey man, nice car you got here. What you got under the hood?" He, of course, completely ignored you. So you walked back to the car, and we were on our way.
He showed me under his hood. No, he showed me. Did you not see that?
No, I thought he told you to get the fuck out.
No,
away
he
from him.
opened his hood up. He told me he's only got 300 ponies under there. He definitely looked, though, like a pedophile of a guy. He did. Did you not see him? He was wild. Saw some real super Pittsburgh people.
It was one of those moments I looked at Evan, and I said, he really just say that?
I forgot.
Did you look at him?
No.
Well, then you can't judge what I said. You probably feel the same way I watch a lot of Dateline and stuff now. I mean, there's some character traits. And the haircut and glasses are normally a pretty telltale sign. You seen them mugshots. You seen them.
Yeah, it's a dead giveaway.
And that guy had one of them. But that car was nice. It was a nice car. I thought I was going to check out the car, make sure there's no kids in there. My way in was classic car talk. How many ponies you got under the hood? 300. Only got 3. You want to see it? Yeah, absolutely. Pops the hood up right there at the gas station. Then I came back, and then we left. I still think he possibly fucks kids. Though. I want that to be known.
There's always a chance.
Zito, final thoughts? I don't hope he doesn't. Let's make sure that is known. I hope he doesn't.
Correct. Yeah.
My final thought is more of a question. What were you thinking on 3-8 going all in?
Listen, my style of poker is let's go ahead and move some chips here, see what we got.
I like that move.
Real mental joust.
You're going to do this with Zito's money?
I mean, I spent a lot that night, though, so I felt like it was kind of our money at that point. You know what I
It
mean?
was a low bankroll, though.
Yeah. So he gives me $200. I do something, I lose a pretty big hand. I got $67 left at I think it was a 1-2 table. So, I mean, pots were up over $100. That was happening for sure. You know, there's some big pots that were happening. And I got a 3-8, and it was about 3:30 4 a.m. probably, 4:15 a.m. This is after I fell asleep once at the blackjack table. I was tired. I mean, we did a serious show, the whole thing. We were running. Then we went to a Pens game. Then we went out, and we're there. It was probably about time for me to go to bed. I got a 3-8. Boy, I never felt more confident. Offsuit too. I moved all in.
Best
I was
hand
like,
in the game.
Yeah, I was just gonna try to steal. Like there was like 5 people who like got in. I was just gonna try to steal like $10 or just try to keep us moving. You know.
Imagine if you won that, though.
4 people called me like immediately right after, like yup, and they had to set a separate pot up for another one that happened over here.
Oh, the old fucking side.
Yeah, I had a side pot. I was the first one to make a move. I knew it was over. I couldn't do anything. There was nothing I could do. They were still playing. I wasn't even in. I think I ended up with a nice like jack high. It was pretty good. There was 2 pairs on the board with a jack, and it was like somebody had a full house. Obviously, 2 different full houses were in, and I just had the board basically. It was good. It was a really nice little day there. Sorry about that, Zito. We'll have to make a return to that poker room. Probably never. It is so hard to play poker at casinos because it's just like there's so much instant gratification action right
It
there.
is difficult, right?
And then I got to come in here and sit for like 2-3 hours.
You really handicapped yourself, too, by going at 3 in the morning hammered drunk.
Never know what's going to happen, though. I've had quite legendary tales in Canada when I woke back up to having 75% of the table in front of me. And I tried to leave, and people were not happy. It was like 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m. I just came back to it. I think I'm probably like 19 at this point, maybe 18. I don't remember. And I just have like a couple $1,000 in front of me, and I look around the table, and it's a bunch of like sober people, and they don't have a lot of money in front of them. And I'm like, oh, I must be doing pretty well here. Obviously, I'd pissed a lot of people off by this point, though. I assumed that I was saying things that were, you know,
Yeah.
that was a really good hand, though, while like raking it out, you know, because who knows what I would have been saying. So I tried to leave, and they didn't let me. So I had to play for like another hour, and I was just losing hands on purpose so I could give money back. Whoever looked the most mad, I assumed I won the most money from them. So when they got into pots, I tried my best to feed it back. And then I left it like an hour after that. That's a good time. Real good time. I shouldn't play poker at casinos. That's what I should not do.
I think you're due for a W, though.
No, because it's impossible to go in there unless you're completely hammered drunk. Literally. Because if you're not hammered drunk, you're attempting to get drunk if you're at a casino, for sure. That's not just something you go hang out at. You're attempting to get drunk that evening. That's either after or before.
Yeah, if you're just hanging out there, that's just sad.
That's a weird life.
I think
That's
a lot
just
of people
awkward.
do that, though.
Who? Not our age. You got to be like 70 and above.
I don't know, man.
But you can't go get drunk. In
Ain't
the
nothing
poker room.
sad about going and throwing some money on the table and getting hammered drunk.
Well, that's what you're doing. I thought. I didn't know there was any people. I didn't know. Yeah, we're here for one reason only. This is a kickoff or a post show. This casino here, in my mind. Now, granted,
I agree, but I think for a lot of people, it's the main event.
really,
Yeah.
they stay sober the whole time.
I think there's a lot of people, like, gambling is their vice. They don't need to drink.
Matt Damon was sober in Rounders.
He was.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing at casinos.
He was also
Against
good.
Mike Chen.
He's playing at card games. What'd you say? He was also what?
Good. He was good.
Johnny Chan.
Mike Chen? Is that what he said?
Was
I
that a
didn't even know what he
Zito
was
line?
talking about.
Of course it was. Jesus Christ.
Unbelievable.
I had a friend named Mike Chen.
How was he? Pretty good poker player?
No, 5th grade I knew him. He moved away.
It's a real shame.
Dynamite drop in, Zito.
R.I.P. Mike Chen.
Ty Schmidt, what are your final thoughts? Are you still alive?
Yeah, no, I'm actually just glad I'm on the mend now. Feel pretty good. Sucks Vibs is carrying the baton. He's going to be very sick for the next, 4 days, but
It's
feel
happening
great.
to you right now, Vibs?
Yeah, I am almost completely off of it, and Vibs is just starting the fucking roller coaster up to the top, so he's got a ways to go.
Vibs doesn't even know it.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think he knows what to expect, but
Feel good.
Do you, Vibs, at night when you're laying down, are you like, I know I'm about to have what Ty has? Do you even think about that, or you just...
No, No, I don't. I just lay there and the mucus drains down the back of my throat, and I go, I'm going to make it.
That's what it started with you, huh?
yeah, I mean, mine started with the allergies really bad, and then it just kind of.
So, I mean, I'm probably going to get this.
I don't know, are your allergies bad?
No, I don't think so. I feel pretty good.
It's like we were saying, like this is clockwork. Like once a year in the fall and like at the beginning, like when the spring, it's unavoidable. I just got it a little earlier, but he's about to get his ass kicked big time.
So this is what people with allergies suffer from?
Yeah, pretty much.
Every year
It's
you
a
suffer
nightmare.
from a
si-
flu?
sinus infection.
Like I was gonna go play golf on Friday after we left, and Nick was driving back, and he had the windows rolled down, and I couldn't even open my eyes. They were just swollen shut, and I was tearing up. It was bad.
This is what people with allergies have to deal with? I did not know that. It was this bad. I thought you just get the sniffles and stuff. I didn't know it was like a nightmare situation like this. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. My brother, I think, has allergies. Does Jay do that? I don't think ever. Maybe he does. I'm a bad brother. Bad brother.
Jay battles. You don't really know if he's upset or not. He's not gonna complain.
I don't think I've ever seen him happy or upset. Yeah, I don't think I ever have.
It's a good baseline he rides.
Is it not incredible though that he does? Like, how does it happen?
I don't know how two people can be from the same person, so polar opposite.
You just took all the emotion from the womb.
We are so polar opposites, though. So polar opposites. He's a good guy, though.
Oh, I love Jay.
But boy, we are very different. We ran into a twin this weekend who's very different than his twin. Zito loved him. Him and his twin brother very different.
They're much more alike than you. And you and Jay.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
they both get hammered and do hilarious things.
Well, I think my brother's out every night. Do you think? I think there'll be a case study. I think me and my brother will be a case study at some point.
Should be.
I think we will be at some point. I don't understand how it happens. It's wild. Like how? Like sometimes I bet you Jay does the same thing. Like how are we? I have no idea how we're related. I have no clue. It's wild.
My favorite thing is when people think Jay is you.
Oh, somebody tweeted that this weekend. It was awesome. Sorry at Pat McAfee Show / Jason McAfee 412 for just staring at you for an hour. I couldn't figure out which one of you it was. And then my brother responded with, "Oh, I hardly noticed. No problem," or something like that. That means my brother definitely saw that guy. Yeah. I was like, this fucking guy. Good for Jay. Charles Barkley's back on TV. He's saying something magical. Diggs, what are your final thoughts? Anything good?
No, probably not good. I just wanted to put out a PSA on working out and lifting and stuff like that. Take a look at Patrick Reed. Just won the Masters. Bartolo Colon took a no-hitter. Perfect game in the 8th inning. John Daly thriving. all these guys just thriving at their sports. James Harrison works out every day, retired. So think twice before you work out again.
You're saying the absence of exercising is benefiting these people more than people that choose to exercise.
Yep.
I think science would say that you're spot on there because they're rested. They are rested and fresh.
They're still playing and James isn't. So
Something
1
to think
plus
about.
2 equals 3.
I just picked up that method for the 5K.
Oh my God, the 5K for 5K sponsored
The Bartolo method.
by
Can't
Hoist.
wait.
By Hoist, which is like the best recovery drink on earth.
By
Yeah.
far.
And Zito's never going to have to recover. He's never going to sweat enough to need electrolytes. Except for the morning of, or he's probably going to puke or something.
Oh, I can't wait.
And it's going to be one day. He's going to have to go through what Ty and Vibs have to go through twice a year for one day for a 5K.
Mickey Malagine will kick in.
Bert Kreischer talking about that is probably your favorite thing.
Yeah.
Just makes you
It gave me hope.
makes you think you could do anything, huh? Bert thinks that too. You know, Bert has run a lot of them though. Like he's run a lot of things. He does a lot of those. So it's not like that marathon was his first time running.
Quick Feet Zito has been on his feet before running around. Wasn't that
I
a
don't
thing
know.
you used to do?
I'm kind of weighed down with socks right now, but I think if I take it off during the 5K, it'll be
Who's spot?
huh?
You run barefoot?
Yeah, if it's grassy.
It's not. It's
What? Why
what?
did you think?
It's not a cross country race. This isn't like a high school cross country race.
Do we have a location for this?
yeah, the
Yes,
street.
a 5K is normally on a
fucking
street.
Vibert, aren't you supposed to be training him?
It's been too cold to start training.
Vibs, you weren't running the other day. I saw you dressed up.
It was warm that day.
I saw you in your full like costume, your running costume.
Yeah, I'm too fat to go shirtless now, so I got to wear a tank top.
Too fat, this guy. What is he talking about? He said he ran 3 miles the other day. It was a short run, he said. That's insane.
He's just rubbing it in my face.
Well, Zito, we'll start training.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Snabitz? Donnie Snabitz?
Well, when it's warmer, I don't. The cold's been demoralizing lately.
Yeah. I don't think it's the cold that demoralized Zito, by the way. I think Zito, when it gets warm, the heat might demoralize Zito. I think there's no happy medium. I don't think there's a happy medium.
I just need the Pittsburgh Hills.
Do you think... Oh, yeah, that'd be good training, right? I forgot how steep the hills were back in Pittsburgh, by the way. Shaq is getting up behind Charles Barkley right now and smacking his head. He is so much larger than Charles Barkley.
trying to climb on top of him.
That's going to be a gif, right? What he just did right there to him?
Oh my god. Oh no.
Acid season.
All right. Is this over? It's over.
So,
Good luck, Vibs. Good luck, Foxy. Good luck, Nick. Good luck, Zito. Good luck, Ty. Good luck, Diggs. I'll see you guys in the morning. Yep. I think that's it. I think we did the show. That's the show.
Do you have any final thoughts?
Hashtag Endgang. Hashtag Endgame. Send in a gif of...
favorite Charles Barkley gif.
Nailed it. Nailed it. I like that a lot. All right. Well, see you later.